Mike Masato, CEO of Staff Driven Dental on the Dental Road Warrior, returning for episode 40 in the series. Today's an important topic to me. It's a near and dear topic I've been speaking about for many, many years. And it really gets to the core of what I do and what it's all about. You know, a lot of times when I meet doctors and practices that are struggling, it's because they lack this very important thing, which is called purpose. And I talk about purpose a lot. But what is purpose? What is this thing called purpose? It's often discussed but never really fully understood. You know, you might see a mission statement or a purpose statement on a wall in an office, and there's a very nice, flowering thing that ideals we want to aspire to and things like that. But purpose is a lot more than that. It's really a quality of being. It is the reason why you are who you are. It's what drives you. It's your primary goal and aim in life. It's the main, reason you're here. And again, guess what? A lot of us don't even know why we're here. I know it's a heavy philosophical conversation, but you ever wonder what the hell you're here for? What were you put on this planet for to do? And what is it you're creating and causing for the benefit of humanity every single day, or whatever? I mean, think about that. That's a pretty heavy statement. I'm one of the lucky ones. I consider myself lucky because I found my purpose in life. My purpose in life is to help other people. It's taken many forms over the course of my life and things that I've done. But whatever field I've gotten myself into, whatever work I ever did, from a very young age, it was always geared toward helping others. Have better quality of life, better health and fitness, better health overall and wellness, and better life at work, make more money, better relationships. So I've always been involved in helping people with their lives on that level. So that's been my purpose. And that's really what it is. I'm in a life-changing business. I found that out. So and that's great, because now all my decisions and things that I do in life are geared toward that. So when you find your purpose and what you're all about, life becomes better. It becomes that much easier out there. You know why? Because life is full of resistances and barriers to overcome and challenges in life. But you know what? The greater the strength and the intensity of your purpose, the less you can be stopped. It's the same thing when you practice. What's your main reason why you practice dentistry? You ever wonder that? Why do you show up every day to do dentistry in your practice? Why is it you do what you do there every day? Is it to make money? Is it to pay the bills? Is it to treat patients? You have to think deeper than that. I always talk about your purpose should be something along the lines of, I'm here to help sick people get well and prevent the well from getting sick in abundance. It's a high purpose to do that. And if all your decisions and actions and the things you do every single day, push you in that direction, you're going to never have to worry about money. You'll make more money than you ever need in life because you found what you're all about. The money's just there when you're on purpose and you're doing it from the right reason and from the right place. But many of us don't have that. We just kind of going along with life every day and doing a job. You know why most people hate their job? And 75% of people, by a statistical survey, hate their job. The reason why they hate their job is because they don't have a purpose behind the thing. It's a job. They're doing their job. They show up to work. They go through the motions. They go through the actions. They're answering the phones. They're doing whatever. But they can't see the purpose behind it. What am I getting out of this? How am I winning? What's the deal here? What's the end result of, how is it fulfilling me beyond money in life? See, this is a key thing, and you need to get that from your practice as well too. It's not just about, like I said, doing the dentistry every day. It's having this high purpose, like I said before. It's that intangible inner fortitude that drives you every day, that keeps you overcoming barriers and obstacles in life and winning the game of life, right? And again, purpose is the difference between people who are winning in life and those who are not. And if you people that are struggling in life and having a hard time and not doing well and look how weak their purpose is. If you're having a hard time and difficult time in practice, ask yourself, what's my purpose? What about the purpose of my practice? What am I trying to achieve here on behalf of people every day? And when you know that, and that's what drives you every single day, man, you are free and things are a lot better in life. Things go a lot easier. It's amazing to me how much self-sabotage is built into human beings. Like, one thing I've learned from coaching individuals, no matter how much you coach them and lead them down the right path and help them show them the way on whatever level, personally, professionally, financially, whatever, it's amazing to me that knowing that now, that it's built in to many human beings, self-destructive behavior. All right, that we just sabotage ourselves. We do things that don't make any sense, but that's ingrained in human nature. And the people who can recognize that, they can overcome that. The way you overcome that, get on purpose, focus on that, have that be what drives you every single day, and you don't get off track in life. You don't get brought down in life as easy. You're more likely to win. And because adversity, life can beat you down. Adversity can get the best of you. Practice can beat you down. I've seen a lot of doctors who I encounter have been beat down in practice and beat down in life. It's been a tough road. But if you want to rebound, you want to start things going in the right directions, it starts and ends with purpose. And let me give you an example too, and sometimes it takes something to happen to you in your life that maybe gives you a little of a wake-up call of what you're doing. Because I'm going to tell you, what I do and what my coaches do is not easy. Dealing with people's lives to the level we deal with them every day, in close quarters, day and night around the clock, because we're a very hands-on program. We're very intimately connected to people's lives and what's going on in their lives. And it gets challenging when people come to you for help all the time and they unload on you and they complain to you and they want to have their problems and give them to you to deal with and solve. It becomes a challenge to hear this day in and day out, to keep people going in the right direction. But and sometimes you start doubting yourself. Like, why am I even doing this? Why do I bother? All right, but I'm telling you, and every once in a while, life can remind you. If you're looking for it, if you're attuned to it, life will give you the answers. It'll send you a message. And this happened to me, probably 10, 12 years back at least or more. I'm teaching my program, teaching a big seminar. Part of my program is a seminar, and large audience of people that I'm working with. And I've been teaching in a class, and I don't get to know everybody in my program personally, every staff member, every person, every single office. I just can't. There's like hundreds of them and one of me. But they do hear me lecture, and they're there, and they track with me, and they're along in my program, and you only hope they can hear your message, and that it's hitting home, and they're getting the big idea. They're getting it, but you never know that unless they tell you. But so one time, I never forget this day. I was finishing up a seminar. It was the end of a 1-year program. And people coming up to me, shaking my hand, thanking for the class and how they enjoyed it and they got a lot out of it, the usual, and I'm very happy about that. And they thought it was great, successful, and whatever. And I noticed out of the corner of my eye, there's a woman standing over to the corner, kind of waiting till everybody is done speaking to me, and to be the last person to come up to me and speak to me. And she walks up to me finally and says, Mike, you don't know me. I've been in your program. I worked for one of your offices. And she mentioned the doctor. And I said, I have to admit, I'm sorry, I don't know you personally there. I know the coach is probably working with you, know you, and whatever. Because she was very quiet. She came to every seminar and says, well, anyway, I know you may not know me personally, but I have to tell you, your program had a big impact on me. And I said, oh, that's great. Well, how is that? Well, I was in an abusive relationship. My daughter and I was married to a man and who basically abused the two of us, emotionally, physically abused us. And because of what I learned in this program, what your teachings were in this program, I found the strength to get out of that relationship and free. And my daughter and I now have moved on our own, and we have a great life now, and we're safe, and we've finally broken away from this guy. And it took me everything to hold back, tears at that moment to tell you, it's like, wow, that I have that kind of impact on people. I made that difference in someone's life. That's a reminder that I'm doing the right thing. I'm on purpose. I'm making an impact in other people's lives. Really the true measure at the end of your life, when it's all said and done in practice or business or life in general, is like, did I make a difference? And are people's lives better because I was in them? That's my measuring stick every day that I'm out there. So I know that what I do is valuable and important, and so do my coaches. We don't take this lightly, all right? And you have to know that as a doctor and as a healer, that you do that too. You make a major difference in people's lives. It's a lot more than making people look good and maybe making people feel good. I had a dentist one time tell me, that I had a similar story when a patient came in, told me one day, he said, you don't remember this, but there was a time a few months ago I came in and I was crying and I was upset, and you made me feel better and comfortable in your chair. And you took care of me that day, and you listened to me and heard me out. I was thinking about committing suicide that day, but I didn't do it because the way you were so kind to me and made me feel better, and got me through that visit. And you just did some in the chair that day, and that made a huge impact on that guy. He just saved that woman's life, and he didn't even realize it, just by being the way he was with that person and listened to her. And it wasn't the dentistry he did that day. It's because he cared enough, and was focused enough to care and relieve human suffering on some level that wasn't related to filling a tooth. That just goes to show you the power of having a purpose and what you do. And you got to find that. If you don't know what it is right now, find that. I have an exercise in my program where I have people write up their purpose. and really discover and do some soul searching to find out what their purpose is all about. And when you do that, and you find out what it is, and you all your actions are determined now by that purpose. It becomes your driving inner fortitude that drives you every single day in life. And you'll have nothing but abundance and success when you do that. And you're on purpose every day, and you find out what drives you and motivates you, and why you're here, and why it is you do what you do, and in dentistry and in life. I know it's a heavy conversation, but think about this. And everything I just said isn't enough, for you to go out and try to find a purpose. I'm going to give you the best definition of success that I've ever read in any dictionary, and that's to attain one's purpose. All right, enough said on that. All right, so hopefully this message really struck home today, and you're going to go out and do a little soul searching, and maybe go out life and go out practice a little different than you do every single day, rather than just showing up and going through the motions. All right, so hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll be on vacation for a bit, but I'll be back with episode 41 before you know it. So please, if you enjoyed this, share with others and continue to spread the word and watching the series. Thanks so much for watching.